So as data is now being generated in different locations with different applications and different use cases all around the globe in multi-cloud strategies or even on-premise, businesses now need to revisit how they make use of that information. We can't have data silos anymore. We need to be able to make decisions by joining all of these disparate data sets and enacting change based on all of that information as a whole. So bringing all of that data under a single management portal, under a single interface, allows you to make those decisions. That's where Commvault comes in with this HyperScale platform. So by using Commvault's HyperScale platform, bringing all of that data under a single management interface and a single set of infrastructure, your business can now make decisions based on that data set as a whole, rather than individual silos. So edge devices are absolutely critical to a data protection strategy in this day and age, but there's two challenges. One, as mobile workforces are increasingly prominent, we need to make sure that that data is protected. There is absolute business critical information being generated on laptops and on mobile phones all around the world. These mobile phones and laptops can be stolen or left behind in various locations, causing severe risk to the business when these critical data sets are left into the hands of perhaps bad actors. The second challenge is keeping that mobile workforce productive when they're outside of the office. Users need to have access to the data anywhere, anytime. Not just data that they've created, but data that empowers them to continue being productive when they're outside of the office. So the big challenge with data like IoT, machine learning, AI, is that there's these enormous data sets being created. There's two challenges with this. One, there's the amount of data that's being created and where it's being created. Firstly, we need to understand that data and protect it, and that is a challenge with such enormous silos of information. By using a traditional scale-up architecture, you're often bound by the limitations of capacity and performance to ingest that information. So you have to transform and start using a scale-out technology that allows you to scale linearly to cater for the performance and the capacity requirements of that information. The second challenge you have is that often the requirements for that data from a data protection standpoint are changed. It's often not that it needs to be recovered in a short period of time like a traditional data set like a virtual machine or maybe a document or an email. The challenge is controlling the growth of that information. As it grows, you may not want to continue growing that scale-out IoT platform because it could be very expensive. By having a technology like Commvault being able to interact with that data, tier it down, some of the stale data that may not necessarily be utilized by the business, but give immediate access back to the application when it needs it, allows you to control the growth of that platform.